Welcome to NKTelco Sports. We are here at Sidney High School for girls sectional tournament action between Mechanicsburg Indians and the Botkins Trojans. Tonight's sponsors, Mr. Bank, Schwiedeman Pharmacy, Keyhole Pizza, New Knoxville Supply, Minster Dental Care, West Staff, Hometown Opportunity, Lamb's Insurance Agency, 21st Century Kitchens, American Trim, PSG Automotive Outfitters, Cy Schwiedeman Incorporated, Carriage Works, Wilson Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Francis Furniture, Grand Lake Health, Moran's Refrigeration, NKT Productions, and First National Bank, our fine sponsors this afternoon. As we mentioned, we are at Sidney High School for girls sectional action between these two teams. Both these teams having very good seasons. Mechanicsburg from the Ohio Heritage Conference, 16-6 overall, 12-4 in that conference. They're the number 3 seed. They take on Botkins, the number 4 seed, 13-9 overall, 5-7 in the Shelby County League. When you look at just the numbers, the records, it look like it should be a pretty good matchup.
Yeah, Mechanicsburg is very strong on the boards. They out-rebounded their opponents by an even 200 boards this entire season, so their strength is on the board, but they've lost their key post player in L.A. Schiffer. Also, they play an aggressive defense. They forced 200 turnovers more, over 500 turnovers rather, this season, and that's a tremendous figure, I think.
Yeah, should be a good matchup between these two squads. The leading scorers, Casey Schiffer for Mechanicsburg, 21.5, and for Botkins, we have Sarah Bergman at 14.5. We'll be back with starting lineups when we return here on NKTelco Sports.
Minster Dental Care continues to offer advanced dental technology in a state-of-the-art facility. Our professional team offers experience in general dentistry and orthodontics, including services such as CERA and wireline orthodontics. Board-certified pediatric dentist Dr. Philip Slonkowski ensures our littlest patients have a positive, safe, and a comfortable experience. We are unconditionally committed to excellence in everything we do.
We knew that we could use Hometown Opportunity as an avenue to reach out to people, not just in this community, but across the state.
Hometown Opportunity was my saving grace, honestly.
We viewed it as a great resource for us to get the word out about our company.
I saw all the commercials, billboards, and I thought, just give it a shot, why not? And they offered me a photography job on the spot, which was thrilling because I've been searching for months.
The Hometown Opportunity website definitely makes that connection.
Welcome back to Sidney High School for girls sectional action between Mechanicsburg and Botkins. Getting about ready for starting lineups for both of these teams. Both teams with pretty good records. Number 3 seed Mechanicsburg 16-6. Number 4 seed Botkins 13-9. So it should be a good matchup between these two teams. The first game was played before here. Russia defeated Fairlawn very easily. All right, so now we'll do the starters for Botkins. Visiting team here today in their black uniforms, trimmed in yellow. Janelle Greavy, 5'7" junior. Tierra Greavy, number 12. You see number 13, Paige Lane. Number 14, Aaliyah Jones. Rounding out number 24, Sarah Bergman. Head coach for the Botkins Trojans, Mike Maurer, in his 4th year. Now for the home team here for Mechanicsburg. Number 11, Grace Forrest. And the leading scorer, Casey Schiffer, 21.5 a game, number 14. Number 20, Emma Jones, a 5'8" sophomore. Number 21, Morgan Hamby, and then rounding out the lineup, number 34, Megan Hucks. Head coach of the Mechanicsburg Indians, Christy Dondane. Then they're 16-6, number 3 seed Botkins 13-9. And Dave, they played early this year around Christmas time. Mechanicsburg won by 20, but it was a very close game through the first half.
Yet Mechanicsburg pulled away in the second half, and I guess probably the biggest thing that we take away from that victory by Mechanicsburg is that today they're in the lineup. She hurt her knee, and she had 18 points and 17 rebounds, which is a pretty dominant force for the Indians.
Getting ready to tip it off. Hamby and Bergman to tip it off. And we are underway. Bergman tipped it, but controlled by Mechanicsburg. It's like Botkins is setting up a man-to-man defense. Mechanicsburg scores 56 points a game on offense, only gives up 42, so a pretty high-scoring team. Plays in the Ohio Heritage Conference in North Division, finished second. There's a shot up by Forrest, and in three. Grace Forrest, a 5'6" freshman.
We talked about the aggressive defense that Mechanicsburg would apply, and they come out in that pressure, Dave.
Botkins able to break the pressure. And a long three there by Aaliyah Jones. Bergman with the rebound, another chance, goes to the floor. Battle for the rebound, and Paige Lane comes up with it. Bergman wants the ball on the wing. She does a three, yes. So a lot of chances on Botkins, and they tie the score at 3. Bergman caps that off, I think, on the 4th shot there with the tray, and we are tied 3-3 on our First National Bank scoreboard. Into the middle, it's Hamby, left-hander. Rebound Botkins. In some trouble, but able to get out of it as Bergman will take it across the timeline, now hands it off to Greavy. I think Botkins are going to want to play it much more deliberate than what Mechanicsburg will. Spin move, Bergman off the glass a little too strong.
Nice move by Bergman, but the shot just doesn't fall.
Schipfer, number 14, the ball, gives it up. Now to Hamby. Only one senior on this roster. That would be 34 Hucks. All the rest freshmen, sophomores, and juniors. A long three, or a long two, I should say, by Hucks. Rebound by Botkins. Steal in the backcourt. Hucks tries to give it up and stolen back by Botkins. So the Trojans escape some trouble there. Try to get it to Bergman, that's stolen away. Schipfer goes to the basket and in. Their leading scorer, Schipfer, a 5'8" sophomore, with the steal in the basket.
Schipfer shoots 46.5% from the field, averages over 21 points per game for the Indians.
Botkins breaks the pressure. To Bergman, to the hole and in. Botkins going to their big scorer as well, and Bergman comes through. She has all 5 points. 5-5, 5 minutes to go, first quarter. Glad you're along here on NKTelco Sports, along with Dave Helmstetter. I'm Dave Kanapke. Shot there by Schipfer off the rim. Jump ball will give it to the Trojans. Winner of this game will come back on Tuesday night, play the second game at 7:30. That would be February 20th at 7:30 against Riverside. That was 7-10 at the time of the draw. Botkins doing a nice job of breaking the pressure. Greavy picks up her dribble. It's a knocked out of her hands. It will stay with the Trojans. Inbounded to Lane. Lane and Bergman are the main scorers for Botkins. Underneath Greavy, and we have another jump ball. This will turn over Mechanicsburg. Mechanicsburg has won 6 in a row. They finished second in the North Division of the Ohio Heritage Conference behind West Liberty Salem. Team they lost to twice this year. Pretty good conference year in, year out, Ohio Heritage Conference.
Mechanicsburg's pretty good offense with 56 points per game. There's a turnover. That's their third of the afternoon.
Actually a block on that play, I believe, by Bergman, and she is tied up, or actually fouled in the backcourt. First foul of the afternoon. That's on Mechanicsburg number 21. That'll be on Morgan Hamby. 5-5, Botkins breaks the pressure. In the middle, it's Lane, not able to finish. And they will call a foul on Janelle Greavy going over the back. So good look by Lane, couldn't finish in the midst of a lot of Indians. For substitution, number 12, Emma Violet, into the game for the Indians. Starting lineup for the Indians had 1 freshman, 3 sophomores, and a senior. So a pretty young lineup, especially when you compare that to Botkins. And there's a pass, goes out of bounds. Turnover gives it to Botkins. Botkins lineup had a junior, 3 juniors and 2 seniors.
Mechanicsburg's had some trouble. They've had 4 turnovers here as about halfway through the first quarter of play.
Again, the pressure by Mechanicsburg. Bergman passes it ahead, stolen. Pass a little bit high. Indians on the attack. Schipfer tipped out of bounds, will stay with the Indians. Indians are 12-4 in their conference, 16-6 overall. Schipfer with the basketball. Hands it off to Hux. Botkins playing some nice defense. Underneath, it's away by Bergman. They're ready for this afternoon. Schipfer. Defense, and there's the steal. Greavy. As we have a couple substitutions for Botkins.
Number 10, Courtney Sutton, into the lineup for 1. And number 14, number 11, that's Jill Greavy.
Greavy played mostly JV, as we have a illegal screen before the shot. So the turnover will give it to Botkins. That foul on number 12 for Mechanicsburg, Emma Violet. 5-5, under 3 minutes to go, first quarter. Again, Botkins breaking through the pressure, trying to be patient, able to do it. Sutton tries to pass it to Greavy, too high. So Dave, both teams with their fair amount of turnovers so far.
Yeah, both teams have 4 turnovers each here in the first quarter.
5-5. Their Schipfer will drive. That's knocked out of bounds. Will stay with the Indians.
A lot of people area would know her dad, Paul Hirschberger, who was the head coach, and Paul's her JV coach and assistant here this afternoon.
And her brother is the principal as well, Paul Hirschberger Jr. Bergman with the tray, that's short, chases down her own rebound. Back to Bergman. Greavy. Tara will work it around to Paige Lane. Then to Bergman. Greavy as they work it around, now to Paige Lane. All the way over Lane's open for the long 2. Battles around and goes in.
That's Paige's first bucket of the night. Puts the Trojans up by 2.
Her foot was just on the 3-point arc, so it's made a lot of threes this year, but that one a long 2. It ties the game at 7, actually 7-5. Scoreboard, I think, is off right now. Lane in trouble in the backcourt. Up ahead to Bergman. Sutton will give it up to Greavy with a shot. That was partially blocked. Indians the other way. Schipfer with the 3. Casey Schiffer nails the tray. Give the lead back to Mechanicsburg, and there's a steal. Hucks, shot. There'll be a charge. Good defense being played by Tiara Greavy as she draws a charge. So a steal by Mechanicsburg and negated there on the charge play. So give it back to Botkins. Trojans against this 2-2-1 full court pressure. Tipped. Bergman ahead to Jill Greavy. There's a long three by Lane. Paige Lane, her 36th tray of the season. That might have been the longest of the season.
That was out there a ways.
Gives Botkins the lead back. There's a steal. Tara Greavy to the basket and in. Trojans up by 4. Botkins gives Mechanicsburg some of their own medicine with a steal and a basket. Down to 10 seconds. Schiffer tries to split the defenders, is tripped. Draws the foul. Foul on Greavy. Just the team second. 5.7 seconds, down to 5 seconds. Shot up by Schiffer off the glass, too strong. We've played 1 quarter here in this girls sectional basketball game. It's Botkins 12, Mechanicsburg 8. We'll be right back.
American Trim's story started in 1951, and our long family legacy continues today. We are a third-generation family-owned business with locations in Sidney and Walpock, and we're hiring for manufacturing positions on first, second, and third shifts. Part-time and full-time positions are available for entry-level and skilled individuals. Please apply at www.amtrim.com or in person. American Trim is a proud sponsor of high school sports and our communities. Come be part of our story.
PSG Automotive Outfitters, your truck accessory headquarters.
1 quarter done. Girls 7. The bank scoreboard. Botkins 12, Mechanicsburg 8. Pretty good ball game so far, Dave.
Yeah, both teams very aggressive defenses, and really a first quarter that had quite a few turnovers. 11 overall for both the teams total, and that's probably a little bit uncharacteristic of these two teams who come into the game with winning records.
3-pointer short there by Lane. Mechanicsburg the other way. Schiffer with the basketball has scored 5 of their 8 points. Drives to the basket, leans in. Shot was blocked. Botkins comes out with it. Lane gives it back to Bergman. They work around the perimeter. Tara Greavy to Sutton. Jill Greavy. Lane thought about a 3. Botkins has been pretty patient. Primarily the shooters are Bergman and Lane. Bergman with a 3. A short off the rim, Mechanicsburg. Most of the ball is in Schiffer's hands. She gets it back, kicks it out. Hucks with the tray. Megan Hucks, 5'4" senior, the only senior with the tray. Cuts the lead to 1. Lane tries to drive, doesn't like the numbers, back to Bergman. Bergman picks up her dribble down, Tara Greavy. Sutton with the tray. Bergman was knocked to the ground, not able to get the rebound. Mechanicsburg the other way. Violet with a shot, rebound Greavy. Up ahead Lane. They got a 3-on-2 break. Sutton's open for the three. Too long. Rebound Violet. Gives it up to Schipfer. They can take the lead with a basket, down by 1. Hucks on the wing. They go underneath. Shot off the mark by Hamby. Tie up on the rebound. We'll give it to the Trojans.
Botkins doing a nice job overall on defense. You know, Schipfer really is, with 21 points a game, she's been rather quiet here so far in the first half.
So a couple subs coming back in. Janelle Greavy, number 3, and number 14, Aaliyah Jones, in for the Lady Trojans. Mechanicsburg basketball on the alternate possession. Emma Jones inbounding it. One of the starters back in the lineup. Hamby. Shot too strong. We have another jump ball on the rebound. This time I'm going to go to Botkins. Botkins, their last game was on Tuesday. They lost to a pretty good New Bremen team by 15. Before that, they had won 2 in a row over Perry and Allen East. And now a good matchup against Mechanicsburg. Lane being frustrated, and eventually it will be tied up, and that'll cause a turnover to Mechanicsburg.
Botkins has really handled the pressure pretty well for what Mechanicsburg likes to use until that turnover there.
Trying to set up a picket fence for Schipfer. Good pickup there by Botkins, but a foul. Foul number 14, Aaliyah Jones. And Casey Schipfer will shoot 2. Five-8 sophomore Schipfer rolls off on the first one.
Schifter, usually a 72% free throw shooter, and the Indians overall shoot very well at the line, 65%.
It's the second. We are tied 12-12 on our first National Bank scoreboard. Pressure's backed off a little bit, more of a half-court trap now. Dangerous pass. Jones able to catch it. Lane to Bergman on the block. Fade away. Sarah Bergman with the basket. Lead back to the... Check that right now. They got the Trojans down by 2. I think they got it corrected. They're up by 2. There it is. It's now corrected. 3 by Mackenzie Wilson. A nice shot. She had somebody right on her.
Only 15% from three-point land this season and limited playing time for her.
There's a travel on Lane. I guess with 15%, at some point you hit him, and it's when you hit him, and that was a big 3. Gives the lead to Mechanicsburg, 15-14. Indians again try to set the play to Schipfer. She puts a shot up. Rebound Jones. Bergman to Greavy, back to Bergman. Halfway through the second quarter. Botkins down by 1. Left-handed shot off the glass by Sarah Bergman.
Bergman, just a nice move. Nice shot. She's got 9 points so far here in this afternoon's game.
9 of the Trojans' 16s gave the Trojans the lead. Schipfer to the basket. Up ahead to Lane. I think it was missed. I think partially blocked there by 23 Wilson. Schipfer with the tray, too strong. Mechanicsburg with the rebound, and there a foul on Botkins. Be the 4th team foul, so we'll check who it's on. Looks like it's the 2nd foul on number 3, Janelle Greavy.
Courtney Sutton and Jill Greavy will enter the lineup for the Trojans.
1. three. Too strong. Another jump ball off the rebound. And the guy operating the alternate possession arrow is pretty busy here this afternoon.
He is.
It's pointing Botkins' way as they'll try to build on to the 1-point lead. Working against the pressure, able to break it. Lane is open, and fouled.
Trojans just did a great job of moving the basketball that time, and Lane gets the bucket and will go to the line.
There'll be a timeout on the floor, 30-second timeout. Gives us an opportunity to thank our sponsors for making this telecast possible. Minster Dental Care, Hometown Opportunity, American Trim, PSG Automotive Outfitters, 21st Century Kitchens, Schwiedeman Pharmacies, Keyhole Pizza, Westaff, Lamb's Insurance Agency, Grand Lake Health, Moran's Refrigeration, Carriage Works, Francis Furniture, Wilson Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Cy Schwiedeman Incorporated, NKT Productions, New Knoxville Supply Company, Minster Bank, Minster Dental Care, and WKKI K94 FM, a new sponsor. The fine sponsors here this afternoon, and one of those sponsors, First National Bank, and on their scoreboard, the Trojans up by 3.
Botkins just, they're really playing some pretty nice defense here and only holding Mechanicsburg to only 2 out of 10 here so far in this second quarter with 3 minutes to go. And Sarah Bergman also at 6'2", just very instrumental in breaking the press, moving the ball down low, and getting some good shots.
Lane completes a 3-point play. She has 8. She averages just under 13 points a game. Shot up, misses everything. A foul on the rebound against the Indians. Be the 4th team foul. As you have Hucks back in, number 34. Also 21, Morgan Hamby, a couple starters in. Botkins on the attack. Bergman and Lane have 17 of the 19 points for the Trojans. Underneath, a nice pass. Bergman to Lane.
Boy, just a great assist by Sarah Bergman for the Trojans.
6-point lead, biggest lead of the afternoon for the Lady Trojans. There's a 3 way off the mark, and Bergman with another board. Greavy in some trouble. Gives it up to Lane. Now Jill Greavy back to Lane. Paige Lane's come alive here the last few possessions.
Yeah, 2 seniors, Lane and Bergman, really making their presence known here in the first half of play.
Both of these girls have played a lot of games on varsity, and they want their varsity career to go on for a while. Up to the task so far, and a steal by the Indians on the double team. Forrest. 3 there by Jones. Rebound Botkins. Lane, spin move. The glass a little too strong. Botkins able to come up with that rebound as they have another chance. Tara Greavy. A minute and a half to go. Botkins up by 6. Jill Greavy will drive and will be fouled. Common foul, the 16th foul. First foul on Casey Schipfer, their leading scorer. Tara Greavy inbounds it. Bergman rolls in. Nice body control by Sarah Bergman. The lead now to 8. Schipfer drives. Hucks with the follow. Rebound Botkins. Botkins on a roll right now. They're on a 7-0 run or a 9-0 run. Greavy able to regroup, and a foul Mechanicsburg wanted to travel, but they'll say the travel was caused by the foul, and that'll be the 7th team foul. Actually, the referees are going to defer on that call, and we'll see what they come up with. And they're going to travel.
Took an extra step, and then I think she was bumped, so.
Good officiating there. They talked it about who had the best angle. What did each one see? And the referees go with the travel. So chance for Mechanicsburg to cut into the point lead. 3-pointer. And there's the travel there as Grebe tried to a little too far. So another chance for the Indians. The Indians not getting a whole lot out on top. There's almost a steal. Hamby with a shot. Ball out of bounds will go to Botkins.
Well, when you're averaging 56 per game and you're at 15 points with 25 seconds to go in the first half, the Botkins defense has just been great here for the Trojans.
There's a travel there. And you mentioned it on the pregame. I've noted Mechanicsburg just shooting mostly 3, but part of that reason is Ellie Schiffer, their other big scorer, is out for the season with a knee injury. And
her presence inside is definitely missed.
Yes. We're down to 7 seconds. Shot by Jones at the 3. And that will end the first half of play. Your score on the First National Bank scoreboard: the Lady Trojans of Botkins 23, the Lady Indians of Mechanicsburg 18. We'll total up our numbers, come back with the first half stats when we return on NKTelco.
At 21st Century Kitchens, we know that every home has a style to go with it. From first-time homebuyers to families with the pitter-patter of little feet to teenagers taking over the kitchen, 21st Century has what you want, customizing the style, layout, and price point to fit your budget. Kitchens by Craftmade and quality cabinets, countertops by Wilson Art and Cambria, along with availability of granite, marble, and wood.
See what's in store behind the yellow door for your 21st Century Kitchen.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
As a business owner, do you find yourself reviewing too many applications, or are you the job seeker filling out dozens of applications in an attempt to find employment? West Staff has been bridging the gap between employers and employees since 1988. Jobs range from manufacturing and clerical to specialized fields such as quality control and engineering. West Staff has the ability to operate as your company's entire HR department or simply payroll employees on a temp to hire basis. West Staff, your partner in business.
Halftime here, Botkins leads Mechanicsburg by 5 with the first half numbers. Mr. Dave Helmstetter.
Yeah, the Botkins Trojans had a real nice first half with a 5-point lead from the field. You see they're 9 out of 23, that's 39%. 3-point range, only 1 out of 7 hit their only free throw, and boy, look at the numbers on the boards there. 17-13, Botkins with the edge. Trojans had 11 turnovers to Mechanicsburg 8, but boy, take a look at the numbers on the other side there. When you look at Mechanicsburg, only 6 out of 27 from the field, that's 22%. And boy, Dave, all they're doing is they connected pretty well on the threes at 5 out of 10. So not much inside effort or play, I should say, from Mechanicsburg. And Botkins just playing very well here, and especially in that second quarter.
Yeah, and it isn't so much just they're not getting it inside. They're getting it inside like Casey Schiffer is driving, but there's nice help defense being played by Botkins.
Very good point, very good point. And, you know, Botkins has passed the ball so very well against Mechanicsburg's defense. And, you know, Bergman and Lane into double figures as one would anticipate if you followed Botkins this year. Bergman with 11 and Lane with 10, but some very nice passes inside to get all those points.
Yeah, you're going to have some turnovers against a pressure defense, but by and large, they've done a nice job handling the ball. And it'll be Mechanicsburg to start it off in the second half. Then the number 3 seed against the number 4 seed. Wide open is Jones. She is fouled before the shot. She was wide open if she could have got her shot off quicker. Mechanicsburg, the number 3 seed at 16-6. Botkins, the number 4 seed at 13-9. And we anticipated this could be a pretty good game, and hasn't disappointed in the first half. Underneath the Hamby, and nice reach around steal by Bergman. Pass to Greavy. Looks like the 5 starters start the game or start in the second half as well. Greavy, Jones, Bergman, and Lane. Lane off her foot. A turnover to the Indians. Schiffer, averaging 21 points a game, has been mostly under control, number 14. Gives it up to Forrest. Long 2, way off the mark. Abel with the second chance here. Schiffer being guarded closely. Botkins doing like a matchup zone. Schiffer is short. Hucks in. Senior Megan Hucks with the offensive stick back.
Only the second field goal for the Indians here this afternoon.
Lane with the 3, rattles around, goes out of bounds. It will go to Mechanicsburg. Good hustle by Bergman, not able to save it. Botkins last year was 16-7, had a heartbreaking loss in tournament in the second round. They lost to Troy Christian 39-38. Want to get that out of their memory banks with a victory here today, but long way to go. Up by 3, though. Hamby drives, pull up. Ball rattles around Lane. She lost it and she kicked it. It's rare you see a kick being called against offense, but we had one there, Dave.
Yeah, that was very unusual. She's a lot of pressure around her from Mechanicsburg as they'll get the basketball back.
Hucks with the tray, and we are tied.
Boy, and just like that, Botkins' lead vanishes.
Hucks with a quick release on the tray. Mechanicsburg has scored the first 5 points of this half. Greavy open at the foul line, knocks it down.
Janelle Greavy wide open, takes the pass, and nothing but net.
Basket gives the lead back to Botkins. Good answer there by the Trojan. Schiffer. Ball stolen. Good double team by Botkins. Pass ahead Jones. Lane. Bergman to the hoop. Will be fouled on her way there.
Foul goes against Emma Jones, not able to get position there on Bergman as she went inside.
Jones is open. Down to Bergman. Loses the handle. Indians with the basketball. Schiffer gives it back to Jones. Drive. Shot off the mark by Forrest. Hucks with the rebound. Botkins playing like a matchup zone. Hucks will drive, blocked from behind. And Greavy will come out of the pile and get fouled. Foul will go against number 20, Emma Jones, her first. Number 10, Courtney Sutton into the game. Check that. That was on foul was on Hamby, number 21, her second. Greavy to Lane. Back to Lane. Open for a bit. Greavy, Sutton as they work it around the perimeter. They get it down to Bergman where they wanted it. Shot off the mark. Battle for the rebound. Schiffer comes out of it. Looked like it was going to be a jump ball, but Schiffer comes up with it. She has the basket. Or no, right now Forrest with the basketball. Hamby on the wing. Halfway through this third quarter. Botkins up by 2. Schiffer's shot is short. Got to go out of bounds. Ball to the Lady Trojans. Trojans 13-9 on the season, 5-7 in the Shelby County League. That was good for 4th in the league behind Fort Laramie, Russia, and Anna.
Schiffer only 2 out of 11 from the field for Mechanicsburg.
Botkins play nice defense on them. Drive to the basket, Janelle Greavy.
They're letting Janelle have that baseline. She's got the 2 buckets of the second half.
Work it around the perimeter. Hamby. Forrest. Bucks are trying to get Schiffer underneath. She drives, is tripped. Foul against the Trojans. That'll go against 24 Bergman, her second. 23 Jennifer Wallace into the game, a 5'8" freshman. Having trouble getting it in. And Schiffer misses the layup. Bergman ends up knocking it away off the rebound. Botkins on the attack. Lane into the corner. Jones will give it a try. It's a perfect pass to Greavy and is fouled. It's a good backside rebound by Tiara Greavy. And she'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Greavy had a basket back in the first quarter. In the right position there for the rebound, and she'll benefit with a couple of free throws.
First one too strong. Greavy on the season averages about 4 points a game. Timeout on the floor. Full timeout. You're watching girls tournament action here on NKTelco Sports.
For over 27 years, the knowledgeable, reliable, and experienced staff at Lamb's Insurance Agency has been providing superior auto and home insurance to the people of West Central Ohio and Indiana. The team's understanding of the agricultural community and farming operations is second to none. We support the local communities because we are, well, local. If you are looking for excellent claim service, stop by or call today for your quote. Lamb's Insurance Agency, representing Ohio Mutual Insurance Group.
At Joint Township District Memorial Hospital, your comfort and care is our #1 priority. Our surgical nerve blocks are a great way to reduce pain and can be used for arm, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle, and foot surgeries. The nerve blocks decrease the stress of surgery on your body, requires less anesthesia and pain medications, and in many cases can offer relief for several days. Visit grandlakehealth.org for details on all of our services.
2:53 to go in the third quarter on our First National Bank scoreboard. Botkins up by 4.
Yeah, it's quite a chess match in a way. You know, the Botkins had the lead at half, and towards the end of the second quarter playing so very well, and now Mechanicsburg came back, tied it up, and now Botkins trying to, regain control or momentum in this one.
Tara Greavy with a second attempt. Too strong again. Bergman with the stick back in.
And that's what Mechanicsburg cannot answer with, is Bergman with that rebound and the ability to put the ball back up and in.
Bergman now with 13 to lead all scorers. And a 6-point lead. for the Trojans. Underneath, stolen away by Jill Greavy, but tipped away, and it'll stay with Botkins. Nice play by the freshman Jill Greavy.
Jill Greavy off the bench has been able to give the Trojans quite a lift here this afternoon.
Sutton across the timeline. Mechanicsburg's backed off a little bit on their full court pressure. Jill Greavy to the basket. Ooh, too strong. Schipfer with the rebound. On the attack is bumped by Sutton. Now just the first foul on Sutton, third foul on Botkins here in this half. These two teams played each other around Christmas. Mechanicsburg won by 20 on a game that was close at halftime, and they got hot on their threes in the second half.
It's hard to believe it. It was a 76-56 game,
Yeah.
and we're sitting at 29-23 here in the second half of this tournament game.
It's always different in tournament. There's a lot more pressure, a lot more strategy, and probably more scouting as well. Sometimes during the middle of the season, there's a lot of games. Not able to scout the non-conference teams, if you will. So you can get a little surprised, but some teams, Botkins with a nice game plan here so far today. Mechanicsburg having a hard time getting a shot off. There's a three. Long rebound. Paige Lane. 1:21 to go. Third quarter. There's almost a steal going to the backcourt. And there's a steal this time. Schipfer in. Casey Schipfer has a steal in the basket.
Got 8 points on the night. Missed 3 other shots leading up to that one here in the quarter.
Cuts the lead to 4. Under a minute to go, third quarter. Greavy's open, almost travels. Bergman able to get the ball back. Curious if Botkins will play for one here if they can. Try to get it to Bergman. Sutton is fouled. Four fouls now on Mechanicsburg as Janelle Greavy into the game for Jill Greavy. 36 seconds to go. It was a 5-point game at halftime, so now a 4-point game. Lane rolls in. Got the friendly roll here at Sidney, and the lead back to 6.
Lane's got 12 points so far here this afternoon.
Hucks will give it up. A long three, too strong there by Wallace. All on the floor, and Botkins alertly calls a timeout. Tara Greavy came up with a rebound, and Bergman right away signals for the timeout. Be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. I'd like to thank our sponsors again. Minster Dental Care, Hometown Opportunity, American Trim, PSG Automotive Outfitters, 21st Century Kitchens, Schwieterman's Pharmacies, Keyhole Pizza, West Staff, Lamb's Insurance Agency, Grand Lake Health, Moran's Refrigeration, Carriage Works, Francis Furniture, Wilson Health, Koki Plumbing and Heating, Cy Schwieterman Incorporated, NKT Productions, New Knoxville Supply Company, Minster Bank, Minster Dental Care, WKKI K94. As you see, the Botkins fans all dressed for the party here today, and pretty happy with how their team's playing this afternoon.
Yeah, the Trojans with a 6-point lead, and it's kind of interesting to note. This game kind of brings back a lot of memories for me as the JV coach, as we mentioned before, Paul Hirschberger, who used to be with St. Mary's. His daughter's the coach, and of course his son's the principal.
And the Botkins breaks the pressure. Lane with a basket, and long shot at the buzzer. And now an 8-point lead as we go to the quarter break. Botkins 33, Mechanicsburg 25. We'll be back with quarter number 4 here on NKTelco Sports.
Moran Refrigeration in St. Mary's is celebrating 70 years in business. We are committed to offering you top name brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid, Samsung, Fisher & Paykel, and Speed Queen. Come in and experience the one-on-one personal service that you won't get from big box stores. Our delivery and installation specialist will assure you that your purchases arrive safely and are installed properly. Moran refrigeration exceeding your expectations.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
As we go to the fourth quarter here at this sectional game here at Sidney High School, the Botkins Trojans with an 8-point lead.
Boy, just the Trojans really right at the end of the quarter. They're 5 out of 8 overall in the quarter, shooting-wise, getting good shots inside, playing aggressive, and this game's theirs to win.
In control right now, but a long 8 minutes to play. They're against a pretty good Mechanicsburg team, and a travel called against Botkins. Botkins trying to avenge a 20-point loss that they had to Mechanicsburg earlier this year. Indians has something to say about it here in the last 8 minutes. Schiffer around the perimeters. They've launched a lot of threes, have been fairly successful for most of their offense. Botkins keeping a close eye on number 14, Schiffer, their leading scorer. Only has 8, averages 21. Hucks over to Schiffer, is free, banks it home. Casey Schiffer able to get underneath for the basket. Botkins breaks the pressure. Lane wanted to go to Bergman as they work it around. Lane in the lane is fouled. So the senior Paige Lane will go to the foul line to shoot 2.
Lane having a solid game. She has 14 points out of her team's 33 here this afternoon.
The season average is right at 65%. She knocks down the first. Senior averages 12.9 points. Over that average today at 16 to lead all scorers. Swatted away. Janelle Greavy. Botkins has had a whole bunch of blocks here this afternoon, Dave. Especially a lot of them out about underneath.
I tell you, Janelle Greavy had the angle that time. Just a good defensive play. And momentum right now is just all on the Trojan side.
Foul on 24, Bergman, her third. First Botkins player with 3 fouls. She's played the whole way, so she's not coming out anytime soon. Drive to the basket by Forrest, tipped away. It will stay with the Berg, if you will, Mechanicsburg. They're down by 8 to Botkins. Hucks into the corner, back to Hucks. She'll let the 3 go. Nice box out and rebound by Paige Lane. Sarah Greavy. Mechanicsburg's trying to chase, try to double team when they can. Bergman to Greavy. Sutton. Lane banks it home. Paige Lane having a big afternoon.
Very patient with the basketball, and they get a good shot with one of their good scorers.
Biggest lead of the game at 10 for Botkins. And that'll be tipped out of bounds. Lane with the good defense. It goes off from Schiffer. That'll be a timeout, Mechanicsburg. They'll try to regroup. It'll be a full timeout. You're watching girls tournament action here on NKTelco Sports.
The big game is right around the corner. Are you ready for it? Come into Francis Furniture and find the right fit for you and your friends in our Lazy Boy Comfort Studio. With Lazy Boy Premier sofa and sectionals, you can custom order a look that's just your style. Choose from hundreds of Decorator fabrics or choose genuine leather for its luxurious feel and durability. Come into Francis Furniture today, the area's only Lazy Boy Comfort Studio.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
6:03 to go in this tournament basketball game, and Botkins in control with a 10-point lead.
Yeah, Mechanicsburg has even dropped Shipford down low a couple times on offense and trying to get something going, but it's been all Botkins.
They break the pressure. Bergman hands it up to Tara Greavy. Mechanicsburg trying to double team, trying to get steals when they can. Lane picks up her dribble. Throws it hard to Sutton with a good catch, and a steal by Mechanicsburg. Hucks with a steal. These are the possessions Mechanicsburg has to capitalize on. Off the turnover, and there's a steal right back. Tara Greavy gets the ball back to Bergman. Sutton. Greavy wasn't sure what she wanted to do, and the feet will move sometime a little too quick and turns it over.
Mechanicsburg definitely going to try to press all over the court to try and get back in this one. And, eventually it's going to come down to, I think, how well Botkins will hit their free throws.
5:16 to go, and almost a steal by Courtney Sutton. Quick inbound there to Forrest. Shipfer with the tray. Too strong. Able to come up with it. Shipfer into the corner, blocked away by Bergman.
Well, you talked about it earlier, another block for the Trojans.
Bergman 6'2", very athletic. Really came out from, she plays inside mostly. We got out to the corner to block that one. And there's a nice steal by Lane. Lane to Greavy. Sutton. Botkins is in that area where they can be patient, but you don't want to get totally out of your offense either.
As well as they've passed the ball here today, they're pretty confident in that.
Lane is fouled. That will now be 6 fouls. So, as Dave mentioned earlier, it's some point about 1 foul away from getting on the foul line. 23 and 12 in for Mechanicsburg. And we will have a timeout by Botkins. Full timeout will step aside here on NKTelco Sports.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Here's the thing. If you're the kind of guy who eats, sleeps, and breathes farming, who gets up at dawn, determined to get the best crop and the best yield, why surrender to the mercy of the water table? Cy Schwiedemann Incorporated can lower your water table to an average of 2 to 3 feet below the surface, allowing you to grow stronger, healthier plants that root deeper, that are more resilient to the elements, that enable longer growing seasons, and can produce higher results in the fields and in your pocket. Trust CSI, your drainage experts since 1946.
Botkins with a timeout. They have a 10-point lead with 4:26 to go.
Botkins, next one will go to the line, and we were just talking about how well Paige Lane has played. Paige has got 18 points. She hit all of her shots here in the second half, 3 for 3 from the field, both of them at the free throw line. And I tell you, for Botkins, it's got to be a great comfort to have two solid seniors out on that floor, and Sarah Bergman and Paige Lane.
And with those two girls, everybody else has played their role today, has handled the ball, shot when they needed to, and
very true, very true. The passing game for Botkins just very good today.
And they'll have a Bergman is fouled. She went up to, it was a high pass. She went to tip and was knocked to the floor, and she's in a little bit of pain right now on the floor. She lands awkwardly. Looked like they're going to help her up. And we're just going to cut away quickly. We'll be right back. We'll be right back here on NKTelco Sports.
Brand presence is everything. Is it time to create a video that promotes your business? NKTelco has a solution with NKT Productions. NKT Productions can create a national caliber commercial or video specifically to your business needs and demographics. Utilize NKTelco ad insertion, and your video is made available to 6,000 plus subscribers in 8 local communities on 23 major networks. Take advantage of the overwhelming traffic that video gets. Visit nktelco.net for more information.
Unfortunate break for the Trojans as Sarah Bergman walks off to the locker room with the trainer.
And there's 4 minutes and 24 seconds left in this one, and Sarah Bergman's had quite a game here this afternoon, and it's been a real major factor defensively, on the boards, offensively. Just an all-around good game by Sarah.
She was supposed to shoot the free throws, but number 11 Jill Greavy not able to hit the first one. Good news is Bergman left under her own power. She landed awkwardly. There's a shot. Forrest with the rebound. Partially blocked. Lane with the board. Fouled in the backcourt, and Paige Lane will go to the other end and shoot a 1-and-1.
Boy, just a missed opportunity there from Mechanicsburg. 2 good shots at the basket. They get nothing, and now Botkins has the opportunity to stretch that lead further.
Mechanicsburg averages on the season 56 points a game, and Botkins has held them to 27. 2 points here so far in the fourth quarter. Lane drops the first one.
Sarah Bergman back on the Botkins bench, and she'll come back into the game here in a moment.
Walking a little slowly, but she gets a big ovation. Fans on both sides. Lane in and out on the second one. 11-point lead for Botkins. Schipfer to Forrest. Schipfer open for a little bit underneath. Tipped around there. Back to Forrest and in. Nice shot over Bergman. Lane double teamed in the backcourt. To Greavy to Bergman. Able to break the pressure to Lane. Jill Greavy to Bergman. So they work it around, 3:30 to go. To the basket, Jones and one. Aaliyah Jones saw an opening and kept going and going. Nobody picked her up, and she won a big basket.
First basket of the afternoon for Aaliyah. Boy, lifts the Trojans into an 11-point lead as you take a look at this on replay, and just wide open territory. Nice left-handed layup.
30-second timeout. I'd like to mention NKTelco and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of high school girls basketball on Channel 3 and in HD on Channel 503. First replay is Sunday the 18th at 2 p.m. The second replay Monday, February 19th at 6 p.m. You can watch this game and all the games this year on demand when you want on nktelco.net. You can check it out on the website. We have our tournament schedule there. This is our first of hopefully many tournament games ahead. Here with the girls action and the boys action will pick up. We will have the Botkins would hang on here. We'll have the game here on Tuesday night that they would play.
That's against Riverside.
Riverside is 7-11, I believe. But right now, Botkins needs to finish this out. This 3:26. Jones Not able to get the free throw, but a big rebound by Greavy and in. Janelle Greavy with the basket, and now a 13-point lead.
Ball bouncing right for the Trojans.
Wide open, Bergman with a block. She ends up with it. Pass way ahead, tipped away, but that will stay with Botkins. Another block for Bergman. Sarah and some of her teammates, they've had to have 7 or 8 blocks so far.
I would think so. Sarah Bergman, 6'2", just a real force inside for Botkins.
Looks like she's moving okay after a little bit of an injury earlier. They get it into Bergman off the glass, in. 15-point lead for the Lady Trojans. Mechanicsburg has to score probably a 3 every time down at this point. Hucks with the tray. Lane with the board. Breaks the pressure. Jones, and right now Botkins is just in keep-away mode. Layups only, if you will. Underneath Lane, she'll pull it back out to Greavy. She loses it. Jones able to get it back briefly, and now back to Mechanicsburg. Forrest is fouled from behind. That will be the first foul on Paige Lane. Grace Forrest, a 5'6" freshman, will be shooting 2 for Mechanicsburg. Mechanicsburg, if they lose this game, they have a lot of players going back, only 1 senior, and that's Megan Hucks. The rest of them, starting lineup was a freshman, 3 sophomores, and then Hucks the senior. Coach Christy Bodane, a St. Mary's native. On the rebound, Emma Jones. They're also missing Ellie Schipfer, a junior that was hurt a few weeks ago. Hopefully she can return next year, but right now Botkins needs to hang on to this 13-point lead with 2 minutes to go. Jones catches it from the backcourt to the front court to the basket. Greavy is fouled.
They broke the press. Greavy took the ball to the hoop and drew the foul.
Janelle Greavy had 6 points today. That's double her average. Had some big baskets here in the second half and rolls in the first free throw. And Botkins will play Riverside, the number 6-8 seed. It was 7-11 at the time of the draw. Botkins the 4 seed, so Schipfer to the basket is fouled. Bergman tried to draw the charge, and her 4th foul. Casey Schipfer in double figures with 10, but she's been held in check today by a very good Botkins defense. So made the first one there. They watched her every move wherever she went. Good game plan by Coach Mike Maurer here this afternoon. Lead at 12. Still some work to be done by the Trojans. Greavy to Lane to Bergman. Greavy to Lane. As they work it around, playing keep away from the Indians with a 12-point lead. Greavy loses the handle up ahead to Janelle Greavy. Backdoor to Jones, she'll just push it out. Running some good clock here. Lane is tied up.
As she just turned into a Mechanicsburg defender. That will be a turnover for Botkins. Boy, they took some time off the clock, though.
Maybe 30 seconds, maybe?
Good 30 seconds.
Schipfer. Wilson to the basket, and Mechanicsburg getting the chance to score some points here with the clock stopped. As Mackenzie Wilson to the line for a pair of free throws. In and out on the first. Second chance. Lane in a little bit of trouble. Triple teamed. Coach Maurer with the timeout. Be a 30-second timeout. Again, some of the, in this Sidney sectional, right after this, we're going to stick around and do the number 1 seed Fort Laramie. They play Ansonia. The number 2 seed in this sectional, Russia, they had no trouble with Fairlawn. And then these two teams are the 3 and 4 seed. Botkins is on the side of Russia, but it would be a couple. They wouldn't meet till next Saturday. They both have to win games, assuming Botkins hangs on here. And
it's got to really give Botkins a great feeling, you know, around Christmas time or shortly after they lose by 20 to this Mechanicsburg team. And this afternoon they play a very strong game, solid game all the way around. Keep the Indians' offense in check and got a nice 11-point lead here with 63 seconds to go.
And to break the pressure is never easy, and this time Bergman is fouled. And she'll walk with a slight limp to the foul line. If you just joined us about 2 minutes ago, she went down hard to the floor, walked off to the locker room for just a little bit. But the senior back on the floor, trying to finish out the game here, and misses the first free throw. Senior was first team all Shelby County League last year. I don't think the teams have come out quite yet, but probably strong consideration again this year. Hits the second. Under a minute. Indians are going to score, try to shoot quickly. Right now, not able to get a shot. They've gone through 10 seconds already. Forrest banks it home. A 10-point game. Greavy to Bergman. Pass up ahead to Greavy. Playing keep away. Down to 35 seconds. Bergman is fouled. Sarah Bergman back to the line. Averages 14.5 points a game, 8 rebounds on the season. Pretty good foul shooter as well, as you would expect, 76%. Strong again on the second one. For the 6'2 senior. Second one rolls off as well, but tipped around and Lane tipped it. Bergman came up with it, and now Janelle Greavy fouled. More importantly, the clock ran some more seconds off. Big scorers today, Paige Lane at 19 points. Bergman at 16. We'll give a little preview. Paige Lane is going to be our player of the game. Sponsored by NKTelco Sports. Greavy misses the first one.
Greavy had a nice second half, Janelle, 7 points. All here in the third and fourth quarters.
Everybody for Botkins has played, did their job, did their role, and played a good game, and it is a big win for the program here at Botkins to knock off a quality Mechanicsburg team. And we have a jump ball. Right now the final outcome is the only thing in doubt. We'll quickly try to give our numbers after we do a short break. Wrap it up so we can get ready for our next game. Tipped away. Stay with Botkins. Congratulations to Coach Maurer and his staff. Mechanicsburg inbounding it. Forrest Wilson with the tray. Rebound Greavy, and we'll go the other way. A very successful afternoon here at Botkins. The number 4 seed knocking off the number 3 seed Mechanicsburg. And Botkins will have their 14th win of the season. More importantly, advance on in this sectional here at Sidney. Greavy knocks down the free throw. Tara with 3 points. Today, he's did a nice job handling the ball. Playing defense as the whole team has. They back off everybody from the foul line. She matches her average now. You see the boys, the cheering section for Botkins, dressing up and happy here. The win by the Trojans. Schipfer with a shot. Bergman with a rebound. The final score on our First National Bank scoreboard. The Botkins Trojans 49, Mechanicsburg 36. We'll be back to wrap it up quickly here on NKTelco Sports.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Congratulations to the Botkins Lady Trojans as they advance with a win over Mechanicsburg. With the final numbers, Mr. Dave Helmstetter.
Yeah, Mechanicsburg on the short end, 49-36. As you can see the numbers there, Mechanicsburg 13 out of 41 from the field, only 31%. Botkins 50% from the field at 18 out of 36. Threes, 1 out of 8 for Botkins, 6 out of 15 for Mechanicsburg at the line. Trojans went to the line a lot in the last quarter, 9 out of 17 overall for Mechanicsburg. They were 6 out of 11 on the boards. Botkins wins the advantage, 30-25. Turnovers, Botkins with 20, and Mechanicsburg with 16. And Paige Lane and Sarah Bergman, two big players for Botkins, having very, very nice games here this afternoon. Our player of the game brought to you by NKTelco, Paige Lane.
Paige Lane is... Congratulations to Paige. Congratulations to Coach Maurer and the whole team as they played a good game plan, good execution as they win in advance. We'd like to thank everybody in our NKTelco Sports crew, my partner Dave Helmstetter, also in the NKTelco Sports van, Daniel Allen and Isaac Seller, on camera Patrick Toller, Jeff Henshin, and Caleb Cruzet. I'm Dave Kanapke. Thanks for watching on NKTelco Sports.